Hello guys, so in this video I want to show you how I adjust uh, the brake system on this bicycle with the disc brake. Here I have the front wheel of a bicycle, and there is a little bit of a rubbing here that I'm hearing. Maybe you can hear it. Okay, so one of the things I do before I start um, checking here, before unscrewing things and moving things, something I do is that with a flashlight, I put the flashlight underneath like this. So underneath the braking system, and I want to be able to see what's going on in there. I think it's much easier for me instead of putting the flashlight at the top like this. I think that I just kind of see better what's going on if I had the flashlight underneath. Um, so also another thing that you want to do is be able to put the bicycle on a stand or something that you are able to move the tire freely, or you can also put the tire the bicycle upside down. Or there's also some stands that can hold the whole bicycle as well. And in this case, I have this little stand here. This is supposed to be for the back wheel, but I just managed to be able to put it here on the front. So if you're interested in this little stand, I'm going to put the link in the description if you want to get it. So the in this case here, what I notice is that the pad, the outer pad, so this pad here on the outside, is too close here to the disc. So the inner pad, it looks like it's okay. Something else that can happen sometimes is that the disc here, it's a little bit wobbly. So you will notice that as the tire rotates, the disc will either get closer to the inner pad or the outer pad. So sometimes it will rub against either one of those. So in that situation, what I'll do is that if I notice that the pad is the disc, I'm sorry, is rubbing against the inner pad, so what I'll do is I'll push the disc like this gently. And if it's on the outer pad, right, so what I'll do is I'll just push it. So you need to make sure, right, you're what area. So let's say that you notice that in that area right there, the disc is rubbing against the inner pad. You'll just make sure you keep track of that area. You bring the disc in a place where you can pull it, and you just pull the disc. Sometimes that helps you, and that fixes the problem. Sometimes this whole mechanism here, so the braking, this mechanism right here, it's something like this, and you're able to unscrew it and move it either to the inside or to the outside, or sometimes you can move it tilted like this. So just pretend the two pads are one here and one here, and the disc is in the middle, so the whole mechanism can rotate as like this as well. So sometimes when the manufacturers install it, they sometimes install it tilted like this. So as the disc is spinning, the mechanism needs to be aligned properly. It needs to be straight like this. So that's something else that you can check as well. So in this case here, the pad here, the outer pad is too close to the disc. So what I'm going to do is just adjust here the outside, and I'm going to show you here in a moment. So let me show you here. So there is different situations in that can happen with this brake system, right? Why it's rubbing. So sometimes it's something very simple, sometimes it can be something very complicated. So sometimes it could be that the inner pad, right, the pad here, it's too close to the disc. So there is screw here on this side that you will need one of these tools here, and you can rotate it. You can rotate it here. So what that will do is it will make the pad get closer to the disc or away from the disc. And sometimes that's all you need to do. In this case, the inner pad is looking okay. The disc also is not looking wobbly, so it looks okay. So I see that the outer pad is too close. So what I'm gonna do here, I could unscrew here this whole system here and move it like this, move it, or actually move it outside, but the inner pad is going to get closer to the disc, so I don't want to do that. So what I'm gonna do is just unscrew this little arm here, which is the one that pulls the cable, and by so let me okay, so what I will do now here is I'm going to be checking the pad, and I don't want it to move too much. So what I'm gonna do is put the flashlight again here, and I'm gonna check what's going on there. So still it's too tight here. Okay, so all right, so you want to also make sure you're holding these, because there is a little spring here, and that will, the arm is trying to move in that direction like this. So you don't want it to get too loose too much. You want to make sure you hold it, and you can look at the what is going on in the braking system here. So let me see here. It's not moving. It's really tight. So I'm just pushing it a little bit. All right, it looks like, yeah, it's still too tight here. Okay. All right, I think I'm tightening it up. Yeah, so it looks like all right, the cable is too tight. Okay, so now I see that the pad move a little bit away, and what I'm gonna do is just tighten it like this now. Sometimes when you see that the pad has already moved, you want to tighten it or right away, because sometimes when you finish tightening, the pad still moves a little bit more. So you don't want it to be too far away, because when you brake, you want to be able to get that good grip, not to have it too far away. So I'm gonna spin the tire now and see if it's still rubbing. So it is still rubbing, and what I notice is that actually the disc has a little wobble. So there is an area there where it's rubbing against the, you can hear that area right there. It's not everywhere. Okay, right there. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm going to, with the flashlight there, I'm going to check where the disc gets closer to the pad, and it's on the outer pad. So the disc is, as it spins, it gets closer to the outer pad. So let's imagine this is the outer pad, so it gets closer like this, just in one area. So what I'm gonna do is keep track of that area, and I'm gonna push that area in. I'm gonna push it gently to see if that kind of aligns the disc a little bit. So let me just, okay, right there. So now as the disc comes out of the braking system, I'm going to just push in. Let me just show you here what I'm doing. So here, okay, now you can hear that it's almost gone. So right there, okay, right there. So I'm gonna keep track of that area, and because the disc is just rubbing with the outer one, I'm gonna push that area again. Okay, there's still, okay, right there. You can even do like a big area, maybe push a little bit more here, this whole area, just gently, not too strong. Now you can hear that it's almost gone. Something that you want to also do is just brake, and because sometimes, so it looks like it's gone now, the sound. That also helps. Sometimes when you brake, the sound, it becomes a little bit worse sometimes when you brake. But when you brake, sometimes it does help. So as you can hear, it's just much better now. Yeah. So once there's no rubbing, I just leave it like that. I just don't want to keep checking more. It's a little bit difficult. Sometimes, sometimes it could be that the whole tire is probably wobbly, and that's why you're having that problem. So in that case, you will need to adjust the spokes. But I'm gonna do a video on that in another. I will do another video of that. And sometimes it could be that the cable is just not freely moving inside the housing. So that's making that this little arm here doesn't move all the way to where it should be, and then the pad stays is still close to the disc, and in that case you will need to replace the whole cable, and well, actually just the housing. And if the cable is okay, but if the cable is damaged, then you will need to replace it. So that's all I have to share, guys. I hope this video was a help. I'm not an expert. I'm just I do this as a hobby, so I hope this was a help. If you wish to support me, I will put my link of the PayPal account in the description, or also my Buy Me a Coffee account. Consider subscribing for any future videos. Your likes will be appreciated. Let me know if you have any comments, questions, or any experience that you have had, and anything that has helped you in fixing these problems. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Take care.